Guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be another disappointing products video. Take 2. I actually just filmed this entire video, and when I went to import it, the second clip, the second half, was corrupted or something and my computer is frozen. What is going on? I hate when computers don't work. So basically I'm already starting out on a disappointed note, but today's video is going to be my disappointing products. This is the type of video where I share with you products that I really did not like, I didn't care for them, and they didn't work out for me. They may be products that could possibly work out for you, but for whatever reason, I will go into detail as to why, but for whatever reason they didn't work for me. So I actually have 7 things. I don't have a ton, but I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I did kind of stumble across a few disappointing products in the last couple of months, and I went back on my channel and I realized I haven't done one of these in over 3 months. It's kind of time to do one again, so if you're interested in finding out products that were kind of fails, then please just keep watching. So the first product is really disappointing to me on so many levels. First of all, I'm disappointed that it didn't work out for me because it started out as a favorite. It was a favorite in one of my past favorites videos. I loved it for the first month or 2 that I was using it, and then I started to realize something that was really bad about it. And what I'm talking about is the L'Oreal Extraordinary Clay Rebalancing Shampoo. This is supposed to kind of cancel out oily roots and hydrate your ends, and it did at first. It really did get rid of any oiliness in the roots of my hair, which do tend to get oily faster than my ends that tend to dry out. So I thought this was the perfect shampoo. It was going to tame that oil, it was going to hydrate my longer ends. As you can see, I have very long hair. And then I realized after using this for about a month or 2 that I was experiencing, and I know this might sound kind of gross, but I was experiencing little flaky kind of chunks of dandruff in the scalp of my hair. I would come out of the shower, and even wet, as I was combing through with my Tangle Teaser, I would see these little white flecks in my hair. And then when it was dry, I was noticing little dry patches in my scalp, and I was like, what is going on? Do I need to go back to my Head & Shoulders dandruff shampoo, which I had given up completely because I noticed that that was actually drying out my hair. Not my scalp so much or my skin, but my actual hair in this root area was getting very dry and frizzy. And when I eliminated the whole dandruff shampoo situation, my hair was glossier, shinier, and less frizzy up here. I've been using the Living Proof shampoo, which I really like. But then I picked up this one and fell in love with it because it was like a $4 shampoo. I could find it easily, but it's definitely a disappointment because it's making my scalp super dry. So after you use this for a while, you will notice that if you've had this for a while, it might be wonderful at the beginning because it was for me, but after using it for an extended amount of time, you will notice that it's drying out your scalp. So unfortunately, I will not be repurchasing this. I won't even be finishing the bottle. I'll have to pass this along or just toss it. It smells great. I thought it was a great shampoo until I realized that it was completely drying out my scalp. So not a fan. So this next product is a PIXI mist, a face mist, and of the 4 that I own, I love them all. I have the hydrating milky one, which is kind of like a milky moisturizing mist. Hydrates the skin and it gets it prepped and ready for makeup. I love the makeup fixing mist, which is to set your makeup with when you're all done. I also like the one that I believe is called the Vitamin Wake Up Mist. It does a great job of prepping your skin for all other skincare items, and it hydrates, it kind of rebalances and tones your skin, and I'll use that a lot when I come out of the shower or before bed before continuing with the rest of my skincare. But this one, the Glow Mist, which has argan oil in it, is a very oily product, and I found that every time I use this, I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I tried it in the morning, I tried it in the afternoon, I tried it with makeup, without makeup. I've tried it a bunch of different ways and I still get the exact same outcome. It makes me break out. I think it's just too oily for my personal skin type. I'm a little bit in that combo oily kind of situation. I don't think this is great for me. If you have very dry skin, you may love this. I may like it in the winter time, but right now in the summer it just seems to be breaking me out. So I'm not a fan of the Glow Mist by PIXI, but I highly recommend the other 3 if you have my same kind of skin type. The moisturizer, the wake up mist, and the makeup fixing mist are great. But this one, if you're oily, stay away from the Glow Mist because it might just make you break out as well, and I'm just not a fan of that, obviously. So pass. And I guess I'll continue with some more skincare. This is something I was recently sent and I don't like it. I love the way it smells. It smells amazing, but the product just doesn't work for me. This is the Tree Hut Skincare Polishing Facial Scrub, and this is in Refining Rose. It's supposed to gently exfoliate, deeply cleanse, hydrate, and soften the skin. I found that the little granules in this product are very rough on my skin. This was not a gentle exfoliator for me. This reminded me of the texture of the St. Ives exfoliating scrubs, which I don't like because I feel like I'm scraping at my skin, I'm tearing at my skin instead of gently exfoliating. This may deeply cleanse out the skin, skin and hydrate and soften it, but I didn't get that far. I barely applied it to my face and quickly just rinsed it off without rubbing anymore because I was scared that it was going to do something bad to my skin. I'm not a fan of this at all. I love Tree Hut. They have great body skincare products. I don't know so much that they should be in the facial skincare department because after trying this product, I wasn't impressed. I didn't feel it was gentle or soothing. It almost reminded me of the texture of their sugar scrubs, which are for the body. So if you're looking for a gentle exfoliator, check out PIXI. They have the mud cleanser. I just would stay away from this. If you have sensitive skin, I just don't think you would be a fan of their polishing facial scrub. However, it does smell really nice. It does smell like rose. I love the packaging. I think it's really cute and pretty. It reminds me a little bit of the Origins packaging, but as far as the product, I just was not impressed, unfortunately. But I do highly, highly recommend their body sugar scrubs, their body lotions. They have a lot of great body skincare products. Maybe they're just venturing out into the whole facial skincare situation. So far, this is the only product I've tried and I wasn't a fan, so I had to mention that. So this next product is an eyeshadow palette, and I actually just received this in my BoxyCharm for the month of June. This is by the brand Real Her, and I'm starting to realize that a lot of these subscription services, I feel like they work with companies that nobody has ever heard of. These are either indie brands or companies that are just starting and they want to get that exposure. So sometimes it is a hit, but I feel like a lot of times it's a miss. And that's actually why I don't subscribe to many subscription services, because I feel like you're paying that $20, $30 monthly price and you're getting maybe 2 or 3 things that you like and 5 or 6 things you don't like that you are just going to give away or throw out. Who knows? I do stick with BoxyCharm and Ipsy. Those are the only ones I'm subscribed to still because I like little makeup bags from Ipsy. $10 isn't that much and you get 5 different things every month. Last month I got an amazing nail polish. So I have been with Ipsy for a couple of years now. I will continue to stay with Ipsy. And the only reason why I stay with BoxyCharm is because even though it is $20 or $21 a month, you do get 5 full-size products every month. And even if I don't like all 5, I do find myself liking at least 3 or 4 of them. And my mom and my family benefit because whatever doesn't work for me or I just don't want or need, I give away to them. So it works out. I think those 2 are the best subscription services, but unfortunately, like I just said, sometimes you get a miss. And this palette was definitely a miss in the sense that it wasn't pigmented enough for me for what I'm used to. And this is the Real Her No. 2 shadow palette in the shades Do Your Squats, and apparently there were 3 or 4 palettes that were given out and everybody got a different one. I love the tone of the colors. They're really, really pretty. I actually played with them when I was doing a photo shoot for my blog, and I just had to keep putting my brush into this product so many times just to build up any of these colors. Just wasn't worth it. I went back to my more affordable eyeshadows like ColourPop or Makeup Geek that are a lot more pigmented, easy to blend and easy to build. So I don't feel like this is worth it. If you're starting with makeup, you want something that's not too pigmented, I'd rather you spent $5 or $10 at the drugstore. So I don't recommend this Real Her brand of shadow palette. I just wasn't impressed at all. As far as I'm concerned, I have way too many eyeshadow palettes. Way more pigmented palettes from Maybelline to Covergirl to Lorac. I don't need this, so I will be passing this guy along. This next thing is a really random thing that I found in my drawer, and I must have purchased this online on the e.l.f. website a long time ago, and I just recently pulled it out and started playing with it. This is the e.l.f. Body Shimmer Stick, and it's called Blazing Bronze, and it looks really, really pretty, like a really, really pretty creamy bronzy shade. But this is not a body shimmer. If you attempt to apply this to your body, it's gonna look like you're trying to contour your body, and it's gonna be very muddy, sticky, and messy, and I'm afraid you may get some color transfer onto your clothes, so I do not recommend using this as a body shimmer. However, because it is a cream, and it comes in this nice little raisable stick form, almost like a little deodorant stick, I would recommend using this as a cream eyeshadow base or simply as a cream eyeshadow on its own. It's really pretty and bronzy, but not for the body. I don't know what they were thinking. I would market this as an eyeshadow cream stick and not a body shimmer stick because it's way too thick and creamy to blend out. You want something more of like a bronzy loose powder for a body shimmer, not a cream stick. So I found this kind of strange. This next product is something I don't like because every time I've reached for it, and I've had this for a while in my collection, but every time I reach for it, I find that it's way too pigmented. It looks blotchy, splotchy, and weird on the skin. It's hard to blend out. It is kind of affordable because it is a drugstore kind of brand, except I found this brand online, and it's from Coastal Scents, if you've heard of that brand before. This is their Forever Blush in the shade Lovely, and I have 2 or 3 other blushes from them in the same kind of packaging, but it is just so pigmented. It's not creamy or soft or silky, so it's very hard to blend it out. You can pick up the smallest amount, and once you pop it onto your skin, it just kind of sits there. It doesn't blend its way out. It doesn't look natural. I'm just not a big fan of this product, so that is why I do not like the Forever blushes from Coastal Scents. I've given the other 2 or 3 away. For some reason I hung on to this one. I don't know why. I still don't like it, so I will be passing this one along as well. I like their foundation brushes, and they have some nice eyeshadow palettes. I believe I have 1 or 2, but the blushes I don't know. They just didn't work for me, so bye-bye. And then the last thing is something that's kind of hazardous, honestly. It's something that actually cut my skin. It is this little Personna, it says on it. Personna little shave kind of stick. People use this to kind of shave peach fuzz off of their face, or, you know, trim right underneath of your eyebrows. But if you're looking for something to trim and shape and get rid of any unwanted hair around your brows or on your face, don't pick this up, because this will cut your skin. If you're looking for something that's going to cut your skin, then pick this up. I'm just kidding. But this cut my skin and made it raw, irritated, and just terribly sensitive. Stick to tweezing, go to your brow stylist, go get your brows threaded, do whatever you gotta do, but don't use these little shaving sticks. I think they're dangerous. I don't approve of this. A friend gave it to me, I tried it out, tried to get some little hairs out from underneath of the brows. You know, those little baby ones that are such a pain to tweeze and take forever to do. I will go back to tweezing because this was a nightmare, and I just wanted to warn you guys because it seems very dangerous as well. So I do not recommend these little shaving things. They're just a gimmick, I think. Do not like it. I just can't say enough negative things about this. I wasn't impressed at all. So that's it, guys. I didn't have a ton of disappointing products, but I did have a handful or so, so I thought it was time to film this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, as well as request any videos you want to see in the future. I have some ideas in my head, and let me know some products that have disappointed you guys lately. Let me know in the comment box below. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys so very soon. Bye, guys.